This racket was made for Kidambi Srikanth. He is known for an aggressive attacking style, fast-paced, taking the shuttle early and constantly putting pressure on the opponent. The question is, does it actually deliver that level of performance? Hi, my name is Joel and I'm the head coach for More Than the Swing Academy. Today we're going to review the 100 Nitrix Pro. We're going to break this review down into 3 categories: the stats, the performance, and the appearance. There are a few things that stand out immediately. The balance point sits at around 30.6 cm, so this is slightly head heavy. The shaft displacement is around 10.2, which actually means it is less stiff than the Venom, which comes in at 9.6 cm. But the question is whether that actually translates into how it feels on court. We're going to break this down into 4 categories: ease of use, speed, power, and feel. Although the numbers suggest that this racket should be more flexible, it actually feels much stiffer than the Venom. It could be the material used in the frame or how the stiffness is distributed across the racket. On court, it feels absolutely stiff and quite uncomfortable for me. Some players might like that solid feeling, but for me, it is a little bit too stiff. Because of that, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. Even though this racket is more head heavy, the speed is quite decent. It doesn't feel overly sluggish in drives or defensive situations. It holds up reasonably well in fast exchanges, and for that, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. This is where the racket performs well. With the stiffer feel and head-heavy balance, you can generate strong power when you hit cleanly. The shuttle comes off with good weight and pressure. However, you do need that proper timing and technique to unlock that power. For that, I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. To explain how this racket feels, I'm going to use these 2 axes: stable versus reactive and short versus long vibration. For the Nitrix Pro, it sits more towards the stable side and the vibration is really quite short. What this means is that the racket feels quite solid on contact. It doesn't have that very sharp or explosive feedback, but it feels controlled and firm. So overall, the feeling is more solid and stable rather than a very lively, explosive or reactive racket. Now in terms of appearance, I think this racket is a little too loud and colourful for a powerful racket. I can see why it might appeal to some people, but personally I prefer something cleaner. Compared to the Venom, which has a more black-based design, I think that one looks fiercer and more aggressive. The overall score for this racket is 3.83 out of 5 stars. This is an offensive racket that offers strong power and solid stability. However, it is less forgiving and feels stiffer than expected, which makes it harder to use. I would recommend this for advanced players with good technique and prefer a stiffer, more solid feeling racket. If you're looking for something more comfortable or easier to use, you might want to consider other options. If this video has been helpful for you, please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!